Life is a continuous journey filled with choices, both big and small. Every single day, from the moment we wake up to the moment we sleep, we are faced with decisions. Some may seem insignificant, like what to wear or what to eat, while others can alter the course of our lives forever. The reality is that each choice, no matter how minor it may appear, contributes to shaping our future. The direction of our lives is determined not by chance, but by the decisions we make. The power of choice is what defines us. Two people may be born into similar circumstances, yet end up living completely different lives based on the choices they make. One person may choose to work hard, to push through adversity, to take responsibility for their actions, and to strive for something greater. Onatimaachus to raman in the comfy zan, blumang circumstances, awidang challenges, and sadlang for less than the putanch. Ambuth kusas, the loves unfold the putang test putapches. While we may not always have control over what happens to us, we always have control over how we respond. Life is unpredictable and challenges are inevitable. However, it is in those moments of hardship that our choices become even more crucial. Do we let obstacles define us or do we rise above them? Do we surrender to difficulties or do we use them as stepping stones to grow stronger? The answers to these questions lie in the choices we make in response to life's trials. One of the most important aspects of decision making is understanding the long term consequences of our choices. Every decision carries weight. A small, seemingly harmless choice today can have a significant impact on our future. Choosing to procrastinate, neglect responsibilities, or avoid personal growth may not seem like a big deal in the moment, but over time, these small choices accumulate and lead to regret. On the other hand, choosing to be disciplined, to put in effort, and to strive for excellence may be difficult at first, but it ultimately paves the way for success and fulfillment. Fear often plays a major role in our choices. Money popular as this also read some because the fofula, rajak ban, uncertainty, the hazard risks to step outside the comfort zones, the drums buck as a fret of what might go wrong. But truth's growth and success learned is other side of her. Every great achievement in life comes from someone making a bold decision despite their fears. The choice to take risks, to believe in oneself, and to move forward despite uncertainty is what separates those who succeed from those who remain stuck. Ultimate love is rough like one of those chasas womak. Uverpi up kanata, opwetanada, over P interaction presents us with a dusujin, one that will yuti mother us for to hold us back. We're all constantly stand down at the crossroads, chasing between growth and stagnation, fall, action and inaction. Wo can it always products outcomes of our chasses. Wo can ensure that will mark them with intent and purpose. At the end of the day, no one else is responsible for our lives but us. The choices we make determine our happiness, our success, and our legacy. If we want a better future, we must start making better choices today. No matter where we are in life, we always have the power to choose differently, to take control, and to create a path that leads to fulfillment and purpose. Life is not something that simply happens to us. It is something we shape with every decision we make. The first path in life is one of growth and purpose, a journey that demands commitment, courage, and self-discipline. It is the road that leads to fulfillment, success, and a deep sense of meaning. Choosing this path means making the conscious decision to improve, to evolve, and to strive toward becoming the best version of oneself. It is not an easy road, but it is one that brings long-term rewards, shaping a life of significance rather than mere existence. Growth is a continuous process that requires effort and resilience. It involves stepping outside of one's comfort zone, embracing challenges, and learning from failures. Those who choose this path understand that difficulties are not obstacles but opportunities for improvement. They do not shy away from hard work or discomfort. Instead, they face adversity head on, knowing that every challenge overcome is a step toward a stronger and wiser self. Personal growth is not a destination, but a lifelong journey, and as unless puthi kamutad to constant learning and self-improvement. A crucial part of growth is self-awareness. That's how work that's put this him to reflect on the strengths and weaknesses that drums and fuzz. The acknowledge the flaws, not to be discouraged by them, but to actively work on improving themselves. The understand that growth requires humility with my stuck, Suck feedback and umbrus chunger. The danadlaraga prud stand in the law of progress. Instead, they adopt a mindset of curiosity and openness, always seeking new knowledge and better ways to navigate life. Purpose is another defining aspect of this path. Living with purpose means having a clear direction, a reason for waking up every day with determination and passion. It is about identifying what truly matters and aligning actions with deeper values and goals. People who choose this path do not simply go through life on autopilot, reacting to circumstances without thought. Instead, they live intentionally, making choices that contribute to their long term vision. They understand that success is not just about material wealth or status, but about making a meaningful impact on themselves, on others, and on the world. Living with purpose requires setting goals and working toward them with persistence. It is easy to drift through life without clear objectives, letting external circumstances dictate one's direction. However, those on the path of growth take responsibility for their future. They set ambitious but achievable goals, break them down into steps, and commit to progress, no matter how slow. They understand that greatness is not achieved overnight, but through consistent effort and perseverance. This path also involves surrounding oneself with the right influences. Growth and purpose flourish in an environment of encouragement and inspiration. Those on this journey seek mentors, learn from successful individuals, and cultivate relationships that uplift and challenge them. The understand that this couple of years with kanibjifti folk a hold them back. The Chesa Company wasla anshan ran and environment that fustas in bushan, that's a plana and positivity. Shusang zed boo what and purpose also man's bong. Life is unpredictable and challenges will always arise, but those who walk this path are not easily discouraged. They embrace change, learn from failures, and remain flexible in their approach while staying firm in their values and goals. They do not allow setbacks to define them, but instead use them as fuel to keep moving forward. Ultimately, the path of growth and purpose leads to a life of fulfillment. Thus, chis thus rud the nut, boots back with rugrat, but what proved, noong the gov the bust you be, could the drums, and mud the differenza. The undercut success is not about what to have ikum blood, but about that person. Choosing this path may be difficult, but in the end, it is the only path that leads to true satisfaction and a legacy worth remembering. The second path in life is one of complacency and regret, a road that may seem easy at first, but ultimately leads to disappointment and unfulfilled potential. It is the path taken by those who choose comfort over challenge, stagnation over growth, and fear over courage. This path does not require effort, discipline, or ambition. It only requires inaction, avoidance, and a willingness to settle for less than what life has to offer. Those who walk this road may not even realize they are on it until they look back and see the opportunities they missed and the dreams they abandoned. Complacency is the silent enemy of progress. At begins with small chisas procrastinating on God overang a difficult conversiban a refusing to take a risk. UVK Kingslick Krudang good Kim Ukradang a potkin of Pusawara and Mutbakrita. Those on this path convince themselves that they are fine where they are, that their situation is good enough. They stop pushing themselves to improve, stop striving for more, and accept a life of routine and predictability. While comfort may feel safe, it is also the place where dreams go to die. Fear plays a significant role in keeping people on this path. The fear of failure, rejection, or uncertainty prevents them from stepping outside their comfort zone. Instead of taking risks and facing challenges, they choose to remain in familiar surroundings, even if those surroundings do not bring them happiness or fulfillment. They tell themselves that change is too difficult or that success is only for the lucky or talented. This mindset becomes a self-fulfilling prophecy, as their refusal to take action ensures that they never achieve what they are truly capable of. Excuses also fuel complacency. Those on this path often find reasons why they cannot change, improve, or pursue their dreams. They blame circumstances, other people, or bad luck for their lack of progress. They convince themselves that they are too old, too young, too busy, or not talented enough to achieve their goals, rather than taking responsibility for their own lives. Over time, these excuses become comfortable lies that keep them trapped in the same place year after year. Regret is the inevitable destination of this path. At some point, Those who chose complacency begin to realize what they have lost. They see others who took risks, who faced their fears, and who pushed themselves beyond their limits, achieving success and fulfillment. They look back on their own lives and see the moments where they could have tried harder, made different choices, or taken a leap of faith. The weight of what could have been becomes heavy, and they realize too late that the time they wasted cannot be reclaimed. The tragedy of this path is that it is often chosen without awareness. Most people do not consciously decide to live a life of regret. They simply let time pass without making intentional decisions. Days turn into weeks, weeks into years, and before they know it, their opportunities have slipped away. It is only in hindsight that they recognize the cost of their inaction. Breaking free from this path requires a shift in mindset. It demands an honest look at one's life and a willingness to take responsibility for one's choices. It requires the courage to step into discomfort, to embrace failure as a learning experience, and to take action despite fear. The good news is that it is never too late to change direction. No matter how long someone has been on this path, they can choose at any moment to start walking toward growth and purpose. Life offers two paths, and while the road of complacency may seem easier at first, it ultimately leads to disappointment. Those who choose to remain stagnant will one day look back with regret, wishing they had taken more chances, worked harder, and pursued their dreams. Just as I was up, to stand thus pusa to tento with something gruder. It's question as whether one is willing to muck the chis buffer others to let. Over maman on the present. Chis. Oh, what gorillas of the network? Constantly muckung decisions at Shabak Fiore. Some choices are small and seem insignificant, like what to eat or how to spend our free time. Others are life-changing, such as choosing a career, ending or maintaining relationships, or deciding to take a risk on something new. But no, macabre small, och just one muck adds up, Amadung has done one of Tapus puff of growth and purpose thoughtful of complacency and rugrat. Money poopla, go throw the bullabone that the circumstances deep dump in the dust on her. The fact that luck background, the external forces holders must pour you the success of fuller, but unrepellity others not what happens to us that deafens us, others harm what chest to us. Two people can face the same challenge, yet one will rise above it while the other will let it defeat them. The difference lies in the choices they make in each moment. Opportunities to choose are everywhere. In a moment of frustration, we can choose patience or anger. One fusti with full of a din gets to London gra, what can gava up and retreat, when an up canada for improvement arozuz, what can upki umbrus at the ugna uth, agwahan the small, overpido dosagen shepku karpki and ultimately uktastana. Paul of chess is always an ukans and the son of a recognize thus, son of what can tuck control of uk loves. Money pupula wetfoots a root am to muck a chenja, not rollazung that there's rut am as always not. There is no perfect moment to start pursuing a dream, improving a habit, or taking a risk. Waiting for the stars to align only leads to missed opportunities and regret. Every second that passes is a chance to take action, to move forward, and to rewrite our future. Thus saksad enough of the sons, recognize thus in Saza, ach moment unstead of postponing the dusagens for a lot am that manapkama for fun pabla for mukungs ruchas. For a follow Rajak beyond Sadanti can cup someone stuck in a sakla of inaction. How for shinet ball rosen to ubad mukung dosagens. In fact, falls of fun and sanda will on this of something input. The greatest moments of growth and transformation come from choosing to act despite fear. Courage is not the absence of fear, but the decision to move forward in spite of it. Regret is one of the heaviest burdens a person can carry, and it often comes from the choices they did not make. Looking back on life, most people do not regret the mistakes they made as much as the opportunities they ignored. Every moment that passes is a moment we will never get back. This is why making intentional choices in the present is so crucial. Choosing growth over stagnation, action over hesitation, and courage over fear ensures that we do not look back with regret. No one else can make our choices for us. While external factors may influence our circumstances, the final decision is always ours. We'll have this part such as, what spandake, we tread others, and we respond to challenges. UVP maman as an upkunada to tuck a step in the red direction. Even if we have mud purchases in this Plus, life is not determined by a single choice, but by the accumulation of all the choices we make, moment by moment. Recognizing that every moment is an opportunity to choose gives us a sense of control over our lives. We are not victims of fate, but architects of our own destiny. The question is not whether we have choices. The question is whether we will make them wisely. The next moment is coming, and with it, another opportunity. The only question is, what will you choose? Choosing growth means embracing challenges, stepping into discomfort, and pushing beyond limitations. Growth is not a passive process. It does not happen by accident. It requires a conscious decision to face difficulties rather than avoid them. Every person who has ever achieved something meaningful has encountered obstacles along the way, but what sets them apart is their willingness to embrace these challenges instead of running from them. Challenges are often seen as barriers, but in reality, they are opportunities in disguise. When we face a difficult situation, we are presented with a choice: to let it defeat us or to use it as a stepping stone for growth. Those who choose growth understand that struggle is not something to fear, it is something to welcome. It is through challenges that we develop resilience, strength, and wisdom. Without them, we remain stagnant, never realizing our full potential. One of the biggest reasons people avoid challenges is fear. The fear of failure, embarrassment, or rejection can keep them stuck in their comfort zones. But comfort zones, while safe, are also limiting. They keep us from discovering what we are truly capable of. Growth happens when we dare to step beyond what is familiar and take risks. Every great achievement, whether in business, sports, art, or personal development, has come from someone who was willing to take a chance and face adversity head on. Failure is often misunderstood. Many people see failure as the end of the road, a sign that they are not good. They will reach heights they never thought possible and become stronger with every challenge they conquer. The road may not be easy, but it is the only road that leads to true success and fulfillment. Life is a series of choices, and ultimately, the direction we take is up to us. We can choose to settle for mediocrity, or we can choose to strive for something greater. We can choose to let fear control us, or we can choose to rise above it. We can choose to make excuses, or we can choose to take responsibility.